This version of Staxio has a new feature, and it's for local SEO. And we have a new local SEO option inside the planner, and it's for building Google Maps URLs. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video. So it might be a good idea if I just start by showing you guys what the results is from running the Google Maps URL builder. And this is an example I did for a restaurant. And this is a Google Sheet with contextual anchor text links on the first column, and then regular normal links on the second column. So these links are all different. They might look very similar, but they're not. So the difference is on the coordinates, and specifically on the latitude coordinate. So what we are doing here is we're using the link from Google Maps and adding an increase to the latitude coordinate, and that increased number is configured here on the latitude increase field, which we'll get to in a second, where I'm going to do an example build for us to take a look at. But what is happening is this is creating different locations, and I'm hovering my mouse over just a couple of these links so you understand what is going on. So you can see, for example, here on this particular link is going to be different from the link above, right? And the link above it is also going to be different. So it's giving us a different location on each of these links on Google Maps, right? And this is you might be wondering why we're doing this. This is the purpose of this is to boost your GMB listing, your Google Maps listing, and help it to rank on the search results. So this is a strategy used for local SEO and in particular for Google Maps. Now let's get into an example and building one of these examples. So the Maps URL builder, the first field we're going to need to insert is the Google Maps URL. So to get the Google Maps URL, we just go to Google Maps, or go to maps.google.com, doesn't matter, and just click on your Google your GMB. So I'm gonna just select, for example, a restaurant. I think this is a couple of restaurants. The example I did was for Tree Story, which is a local restaurant. I'm gonna pick a different one, which is Yard of Greens, which is a restaurant. And this is the link that we need to copy. So we just copy the link straight from the browser URL here. So I just did a copy. I'm going to go back into Staxio, and I'm going to paste the link on the Google Maps URL field. So the second thing we're going to need is to have a list of keywords. So the Maps URL builder will create as many links as the number of keywords you have on this field. So if you don't insert any keywords, it's not going to do anything. You need to have at least one keyword. So I have prepared already a list of keywords, and this I have created, it's a little bit over 106 keywords. So you guys also take a look at this, like how the speed and how fast the Maps URL builder creates this file. So we have 106 keywords, and we have our Maps URL link above, and a couple more things that we can configure here on this builder. The first one is the zoom level, right? So the zoom level is how zoomed in or out you would like to have your Google Maps showing up. So the levels are between 0 and 21. I recommend you stick with a zoom level of either 15, or maybe I can sometimes go to 13 or 10. But 15 for me is the sweet spot. You can play around with it. You just increase or decrease the number, and the default is 15, which is the one I like the most. The next setting is the latitude increase, which is what will make different maps. And you can see this number here. So if I edit this is the number that's gonna change, right? You can see that from this one is 7254362, 7269662. So this one is bigger because what the Maps URL builder did was increase this number by this setting. And this is a setting that I'm using at the moment. You can play around with it. So you can I advise you to do smaller increases, as in, for example, instead of 1, you can go up to 5 or 9, and you'll see that when you increase the latitude this much, it will make a big difference on Google Maps. And if you for example take out one of the zeros here on this float number, you will see that it will go further and further out because the number gets bigger. So you'll probably end up with locations on the middle of the ocean, in the middle of nowhere. So don't go too far, like too big on this number. Like do smaller increases and see where it lands with your Google Maps locations. So now we're ready to do a build. I have, just double check, I have my Google Maps URL, I have my keywords, and I have a settings. So I'm just gonna click the build button. And I'm not gonna pause the video or anything, just so you guys take a look at how fast it creates a Google Sheet. So this was, all right, it's already done. This is 106 keywords. So now I'm going to go into my Google Drive and find my folder. All right, the Art of Greens. So first thing we notice, a couple of things that I'd like you to notice is the folder is public. So if I come here, Staxio already created this folder with the setting of public. Actually, it seems to be a bit slow. All right, it's public. Sorry in Portuguese, but this is a public folder. And inside the public folder, we have our file, this restaurant, and now I want to show you that the file is also public. It's public, and Staxio did that automatically for us. And one more thing that Staxio did for us was to publish this folder on the web automatically. So this means that this document is already published on the web. And one more thing that Staxio did automatically for us was to take the business name and create the file, this Google Sheet, and the folder as well. So this is a file, this is the folder, right, on my Google Drive. This is the folder, and the folder name, both the folder name and the file name are the business name of your GMB listing that you have inserted here. And Staxio is taking this information, of course, from the link itself. For those of you doing local SEO, this might look like a bit basic, but I guess it's a start for the local SEO module of Staxio. And if you have any recommendations, please send it to us. We will gladly integrate anything that you would like to see added to this module. We have our own ideas, of course, to add. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and let's start a conversation about how we can improve on this basic example. Thank you.